Let's go to our first guest of the day. She's co-founder of the Christ Our Life Catholic Regional Conference, and she's here to talk about Mary's Meals. Ellen Miller. Hello, Ellen.
Good morning, John.
Mary's Meals. So tell me about it. First and foremost, for any listener that's listening, I don't know where you've been, but if you haven't heard of it, what is Mary's Meals?
Mary's Meals is a nonprofit that feeds children at their place of education in developing countries. So Mary's Meals is feeding over 1,200,000 children a day at school for the price of $19.50 for the entire school year. So that's kind of your bottom line, and they do it by thousands of volunteers. In Malawi alone, there's over 80,000 volunteers who cook the food. The local farmers, there's almost 30,000 farmers there in Malawi who grow the food. So the beautiful concept of Mary's Meals is that it's so much more than just a cup of porridge.
Wow. You're telling me that the breakfast buffet downstairs at my hotel I'm staying at right now is as much to feed a kid for an entire year.
Yeah. 10 cents a cup and $19.50 for the entire school year. And, you know, I have had the honor of going to visit Africa 6 times now and seeing how this porridge is able to affect not only the kids, but the teachers who need that support. You know, their kids are coming in and they're hungry, but the fact that their bellies are getting full with porridge is making a difference on their attendance, on the kids' learning, and the cooks who take the pride and knowing that they're making a difference in their village. It's opening the eyes of the children, the learners, and not only do they get a childhood, but now they get an opportunity to see a different world because they have this education that gives them a step up to do so. And then the parents, I look at the parents and I think, oh my gosh, it has to give them peace. You know, peace to know that their kids, their bellies are full for at least one meal, and it takes the pressure off them then and allows them to be able to afford to give them that second meal, which I cannot tell you how many parents I met who are making less than $1 a day. And their struggle every day is to create that one meal. To know you're going to have food tomorrow, I have learned very well that it is a luxury in those areas.
That's unbelievable. Ellen Miller is my guest right now, and she works for Mary's Meals, and she's done some pretty incredible things when it comes to Mary's Meals. One of them is helping with Kelly Mesher Collins to organize a 10K and 5K run walk that's going to be taking place right there in Des Moines. Tell us about it. When is it?
Well, the Mary's Meals Run Walk is May 13th. It falls on the 100-year anniversary of the apparitions of Fatima. So, and on the weekend of Mother's Day. So we're very, very excited of the fact that this all kind of came together coincidentally, or God incident, so to speak. So it's May 13th. It's down at Valley Junction. It's the cost of each participant involved in the run feeds a child for an entire school year. And we're very, very excited about that. And the fact that whether you find yourself able, you know, to be there or not, you could even be a virtual runner. You can sign up online at the Mary's Meals Run 10K, 5K, and be a runner or be a virtual runner.
You've been running? You've been practicing?
I'm walking. It's a walk-run. I want to clarify that. I am nothing but a walker.
You're a walker. All right, so you're gonna be walking.
I'm walking with my kids and grandkids, and we're very excited.
There might be a little competition there, though. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you know, the good news is you can join up and be part of a team. So what John's talking about is the fact that I have my team and John has his team. And if you would like to sign up and register under a team name, you can go under Miller, Ellen Miller, or John Leonetti under the radio station. And we can just see, John, which team gets more walk and runners.
What does 3 weeks in Malawi do to change your life when you come back here, as you just spent?
You know, it's a perspective of gratitude for sure. You know, when I go there and I meet the people, I cannot tell you with what respect I am received, and it almost about makes me cry thinking about it. And, you know, I don't know, I look around and I think about how fast I spend $19.50. And then I see the gratitude of the community and the people I am meeting, whether I am asking them directions on how to get to a school or whether I'm at the school and I'm visiting with these beautiful cooks who are doing all they can to make sure these kids get fed. It's such a community of gratitude and appreciation, and sometimes I feel like personally I have lost that gratitude, gratitude for just the simple things. But this, in its case, is not simple. it's sustaining and keeping their children alive.
How do they live? Where do they live? Like, is it tents or
mud huts? Most cases, mud huts. I've been given the opportunity to visit many of these mud huts inside, and I've been shown around, and just their simple way of living with, their pots and pans, sitting on a little mud floor, and in a room with a mat on the floor with a mosquito net and a clothesline that drapes across for them to fling their clothing. Many of these children, I've been told, have maybe a couple of tops they wear and a pair of bottoms, and that would be their clothing selection. So the way these parents live is just so minimal and so simple, because once again, their focus is, they can be working all day just to earn that porridge. I ran into a group of people cutting grass for farmers, and they were with their machetes, and they're cutting these tall grass fields, and I said, gosh, how much do you make in a day? And it broke down to about 80 cents, and one guy said, I don't even have enough money to buy soap. And I said, oh, my goodness. So I pulled out of my pocket enough money. It was like $2.50 in Malawian money. And I said, here, I want to buy all of you, there was about 7 or 8 of them, some soap. And the way they got cheered and celebrated and hugged me and shook my hand, I was just taken back. It's pretty amazing.
All for soap.
Yeah, all for body soap. Yeah.
So you've come back now. You going to return?
Oh, yes. I have, for some of you who might know, I have a son who works for Mary's Meals, and that's truly how I got involved, by volunteering and just trying to help feed one child at a time. And so my son Mike and his family have been there now 6 years. They've now signed up for 2 more. So I plan to go visit my son and his family and the children of Mary's Meals, and just to come back and share that message with whoever wants to hear it and whoever feels called to get involved and to help a child.
Mike has been living over there for 6 years now.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I remember the year he left to go there.
Yeah.
That's just incredible. And he lives there with his whole family now.
Yeah. His wife Alex has joined him, and they got 2 little boys, and really he is a finance and logistics officer over there in Malawi, Africa, for that team. And they feed over 900,000 children a day in Malawi alone. And, Magnus, the founder of Mary's Meals, is very much committed to going into some of the darkest places in the world, those that are in most need. And I know he's in Syria right now. They're feeding children there.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even to where they have had roadblocks block, people from getting in and out of places, and they have taken airplanes in to make sure those kids are fed. No. No, he said we have to. These are God's children, and he is very committed to the mission and to the children, and the promise he makes to the families when he says, yes, we will bring the porridge to the school.
That's just unbelievable. Magnus is he's a hero, and what he's done and what he continues to do, and many people riding those coattails and learning from the best, and he is, I'll tell you, one of the best. Ellen, where can people find out more information and just give maybe $19.50 a day?
Yes, you want to go to the Mary's Meals Run Walk, and whether you choose to get involved in the Run Walk or be a virtual runner or even just to donate to Mary's Meals itself, you will find all that information there. Yep, Mary's Meals 10K, 5K Run Walk.
All right, that's where it is, friends. Make sure to sign up today. It's going to be good. You can go to iowacatholicradio.com, scroll over events, and then Mary's Meals 5K Run Walk is there, and you can register right there online. It just says register here, and everything will be done Saturday, May 13th at the Historic Valley Junction Railroad Park, and just $19.50 a day. And you've done it. You've fed a kid for an entire year. And yes, you can give more. And I know there's some people planning on giving more to that as well. I will be a virtual runner during this time, so I will have the best time of anyone. But I will be unable to make it, unfortunately. But I will be a virtual runner, and I will be signing up. What a cause. Mary's Meals, you can find out more information. Just Google them if you want all the information on Mary's Meals as well. They're doing incredible work. Ellen Miller, God bless you. Thanks so much for coming on the show. Love having you on.
Thank you, John. Love talking to you, too. Thanks, everyone. God bless.
Talk to you soon.